In this video, I'm going to show you how to classify a triangle based on its sides and angles. In the first example, the lengths of the sides of the triangle are 16 centimeters, 7 centimeters, and 13 centimeters. None of the sides are congruent, which means that none of the angles are congruent. So this is a scalene triangle. The square in the bottom corner of the triangle represents a right angle, so that means that it is a right triangle. So the triangle is scalene right. In the second example, there are markings that show that two of the sides are congruent and also two of the angles are congruent. So this triangle is isosceles. All of the angles are smaller than a right angle or less than 90 degrees, so it is an acute triangle. The triangle is classified as isosceles acute. And in the third and final example, you're going to create your own triangle and label it. In this example, you're going to create an acute scalene triangle. To insert a triangle, we're going to go up to the top toolbar, click on Insert, then we're going to hover over Shape, and then hover over the word Shapes, and then we're going to find one of the two triangle symbols. Once you've selected the triangle, you're going to click and drag, and it's going to create a simple triangle. To move the triangle in order to get different sized sides and angles, you want to click on the yellow dot that is on the top tip of the triangle, and you can move it right or left to change the shape. If you want to change the color, go up to the paint bucket tool and select which color you'd like to fill the triangle with, and then you can also change the line color of the outline of the triangle as well as its thickness. Next, we have to add labels in order to classify the triangle as acute scalene, so I'm going to insert text boxes with measurements. One time-saving tip that I have for you is to create one text box with the font and the size and the boldness or color that you want, and then label that, and when you have that exactly how you want it, copy and paste that text box multiple times and then drag it to the other sides of the triangle. Because this is a scalene triangle, every side has to have a different length. Now we have to add the angle measurements, so again I'm going to copy and paste one of the text boxes from the side lengths, and this time I'm going to change it in order to measure an angle. To add the degree symbol with your measurement, we're going to go to Insert, Special Characters, and then if I type in the search bar DEG, the degree symbol will come up in one of the options to select, and you just simply click on it and it will insert it into the text box. Once you have one text box with an angle measurement, just copy and paste that text box and change the value of the angle measurement. Remember that all of the angles within a triangle have to add up to 180 degrees, and also in this example, each angle has to be acute because it's an acute triangle, so all of the angle measurements must also be less than 90 degrees. The three angle measurements that I'm using in this example are 32 degrees, 83 degrees, and 65 degrees. They're all less than 90 degrees, and they all add up to a total of 180 degrees. The side lengths and the angle measurements of this triangle do show a scalene acute triangle.